Hello, welcome everybody. Very excited. My name is Rosan Bosch, and I am going to present some of the design and architecture of your school. So let me start sharing my screen because I have a lot of images and drawings to show and share with you. First of all, my name is Rosan Bosch, and I have the honor to present to you Cambridge House Community College at the campus of Rocafort in Valencia in Spain. I'm the founder and creative director of Rosan Bosch Studio, a design company an architectural company that works all around the world. Here you see 4 images of some of the learning environments we have created, and they are rather different than what most people imagine when they say a school. We work all around the globe at 4 different continents, and we have a very specific focus. We create environments that actually maximize our learning potential. Now, when we talk about this, there's one word key, that is motivation. When children are motivated, they can learn practically anything, and they want to. But when they're not motivated, it's not very efficient, and thereafter forget or don't learn at all. So what we do as architects is creating environments that stimulate this motivation and allow children to actually tap into their natural born capacity to learn. Now, we're all can agree on that we're looking into a fast accelerating and quite uncertain future. So what kind of preparation do our children need today to front this future? Especially things like the World Economic Forum that tells us that 65% of children that started in primary 3 years ago will get a job that doesn't exist today. And this is only advancing faster. Now, looking at this uncertain future, there's one thing that is certain, namely, our children will have to learn how to learn. And this is exactly what we're trying to do with Cambridge House College. We're creating a learning environment that allows them to learn how to learn by combining the way a school is organized with the pedagogy and methodology and reflecting it in the design, and therefore creating a culture. And it's this culture which is actually a secret learning accelerator. Now, Cambridge House Community College is part of the family of Globe Educate and has 4 strong identity pillars, allowing children to achieve the best of what they can do, shaping the world, challenging them to always reach a little bit further, and also enriching our society in the future. Now, in order to work with such a strong vision in the physical environment, our architecture reflects 4 pillars. 1, we created a stronger connection in between the interior and the exterior to enhance not only their presence in nature, but also the sense of sustainability and having a fluid connection with the outdoor learning environments. We create, secondly, specialized space typologies that allow you to dive deep in, for example, fantastic science labs or art or sports, because that can be highly motivating. Thirdly, we differentiate the learning environments also on a smaller scale. So if you need to concentrate, you can pick a place to focus. And if you collaborate, you can sit in a place for collaboration, as an example. And lastly, we look at what we call the autonomy gradient. So we create a gradual, development for the young people so they can take more and more responsibility for their learning, and also they cover more and more grounds, because a 6th form student moves over a much bigger territory than obviously a student in early years. So we try to give them always this feeling of safety, but also allowing them an environment where they can challenge themselves and explore. Now, therefore, the design for Cambridge House Community College in Valencia is based on 3 what we call the worlds of knowledge, which reflects itself in the space because they're optimized for that. We have the world of knowledge related to STEAM, the sciences, the arts. We have the world of knowledge related to humanities, your culture, your languages, your history. And then we have the world of knowledge related to nature, This means movement, plants, biology, nature, and health. Now, each of these three worlds are highly stimulating and allow our children also to seek into different directions and be stimulated in differentiated ways. This is simply more exciting during the day. Now, the three different worlds of knowledge created an environment where the children, in their own pace, depending how old they are and at which level of development, can challenge themselves, surrounded always by differentiated environments, whether they're in early years, primary, secondary, or sixth form. Here we're looking at the master plan in a general view of the areas. And as you can see, there are a lot of different buildings in small areas. And what we're trying to do is create this pedagogical vision and actually embed that in the overall layout. Here we see the different buildings, and that's simply for me to make it a bit easier to show you now what's going to come, because I'm going to tell you how we're going to transform and upgrade the school in the coming 3 years. So, looking at the different phases, the first phase, which will happen in this summer, will entail a part of the primary school in the middle, as you can see here, something we call an innovation and knowledge center. And an innovation and knowledge center for secondary, which will be over here in this area. The secondary outdoor area on the right side, the big lump here. And on the other side, in the plot, which is kind of, separated by this small roads, we will have these two villas, which will be changed into the main administration and also a shop. Then the year after, we will create a better connection in between the two plots. This needs to first go through an application, so we need to wait a little bit. We will create the world's best sixth form center on the ground floor in the building over here. We will enhance and create a bigger canteen, which much more seating and more space, and also add a nicer look and feel, and a huge terrace for outdoor learning connected with the Learning Innovation Center on the first floor for the primary. And we will refurbish and redesign the existing secondary building. We call it the Z building, and the temporary building will be revamped. Moreover, the music spaces will also get a lovely touch. Then lastly, in the third year, for realization for 2025, we will take care of the early years and the primary and its adjacent outdoor spaces. Now, I would like to show you just shortly some of the images of what's going to happen this summer. First, we are going to have the Innovation Learning Center for primary. This is located, as you can see here, on the first floor where today is the administration. And here we're actually looking into the primary Innovation and Learning Center, a combined innovative space that allows for different activities in the same space. We're having a cinema, we're having a library, we're having a small theater stage and the possibility for green screen recordings and a workshop area. Here we're looking into this space with its focus areas on the right, its performance areas on the left, and with filming capacity. This is a space where different groups can use this innovative learning space at the same time. And here we see a little look and feel. Then another one we're going to do is the Secondary Innovation Learning Center, where the teachers from secondary can work with, for example, project-based learning and combine different activities with their students. This will happen, as you can see here on the right, on the first floor of this building, where today is the primary drama space, I believe, in connection to the secondary area behind. Here we're looking into from above in the innovative, learning center, where we have differentiated learning possibilities. We have some spaces for presentations or watching a movie or listening to a talk. We have focus areas where you can really learn how to focus for different activities, which for a lot of teenagers is difficult today. And we have different areas for collaboration, combined with an outdoor area for outdoor learning and an outdoor science lab, a bio lab on the outside. Here we see a little on the look and feel. And then on top of that, for secondary, we're also going to look at the laboratories. Now we're looking at the ground floor in what we call the Z building, the part of the building that actually has a direct connection and can open up to the outside. Now, this facade we will change with glass doors, which can be opened, and revamp the entire space so it becomes nicely isolated with good finish. And in it, we will create top-notch physics and chemistry lab and a science lab on the other side with the preparation room in the middle. This lab can open to the outdoor, so it can take full advantage of some of the outdoor learning stations we also will create in the secondary outdoor area. So when we then look at the outdoor learning landscape of secondary in the back, this will also be advanced. First of all, the sports facilities, which will stay, will be created simply with a different layer and a better finish. And then surrounding it, we will have workout stations. And we also take full advantage of the ring surrounding it by creating differentiated learning stations related to, for example, the arts, but also to science and other activities. In a way, creating a huge outdoor learning environment that takes full advantage of the fantastic climate you have in Valencia. Well, this was my short presentation. I will be available for a long presentation at a later time for all of you that would like to hear something more. But I can guarantee you, Cambridge House Community College at Campus Rocafort is going to be the world's best school. Thank you so much. I'm excited to do this project with you, and I hope you'll like it just as well. Thank you very much.